Okie dokie, let's see. Are we live? Are we coming out okay? Let's see. Let me turn on my stream. Yeah, that's my own voice and it sounds fine. So we are live. Hooray! Welcome everybody. It's your pal Minsk here. We are here to do a little bit more artsy-fartsy. Last week, or not, sorry, it was still this week. This past week I started up a piece of art of the character Khan from Metro. We're going to continue that picture today, but I thought first I'd do a bit of practice from some stock picture from Shutterstock, as I'm often want to do. I didn't do that the first time last time. Jumped straight into drawing Khan, but this time I feel like I might want to do that. Oh, let me just go get something to drink real quick, and I'll also cue up some music so you can listen to some rain wave. Oh, just a second as I get something to drink. Alright, now we are G2G, so how's everybody doing today? Have we got any viewers dropping in yet? Not yet, but let's hold our fingers crossed we might get someone popping in today. Now then, like I said, let's do a bit of a practice today rather than jumping right into that fan art I was working on last time. Get ourselves warmed up a little bit, I suppose you could say, and also just general practice. Let's go to Shutterstock, and I'm going to find us a picture from there. I was looking at it a while ago, and yes, the picture's still here, very cute. I'm thinking today we draw a Jack Russell Terrier. There's a little cute picture of a dog lying on a blanket or something, and the dog has a little Christmas hat on. So, it's gonna be our vibe today. Once again, I don't know if I am allowed to show this picture or not, so I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but I will be happy to... hold on. We'll be happy to write down who took the original photo. Just have to look it up. Oops, because I opened up the picture separate and now I've lost the page with the picture information. Snazzy song. This is from Persona, I believe it was, if I read correctly. Very cool. Persona 4 too, which is actually on the PC, so I could technically play this one. Is that the one with the robot woman? I've heard there's one Persona where there's like this robot lady who has a pretty cool design. Probably I would want to play that Persona first because of the aforementioned robot lady in it, but Reshetnikov art. Okay. Keeps defaulting on this Mistral font that I'm sick of already. Jeez, stop defaulting on that. I don't know. I used it like once, and now it's Clip Studio's like that's what you gotta use. Nice. This is from Advance Wars: Days of Ruin. sick soundtrack on that game. Interesting that, you know, I don't notice a lot of like antipathy for that game, even though it's stylistically so different from the other Advance Wars games. You know, because now that Advance Wars is being remade and it's going to come out on the Switch, you know, people might have seen those trailers and seen how cutesy it is. For those unaware, most Advance Wars, yes, are super cutesy, like the game that's coming out, but Days of Ruin on the DS was like this, like, let's make an edgy, like, more mature military thing, grrr. But, like, I don't notice anyone, like, really hating it online. The fans seem to be okay with it despite its, like, extreme change of vibe. Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, I haven't, played it, so I can't really say myself. I do know I would have liked a little more cutesier game, so, but that, there's plenty of Advance Wars for that, so. All good. Alright, so let's get to work on drawing this doggy. I like how twangy this song is on this part. The twang, the twang. It's got some strong, is it Keiji Kobayashi is the guy who made the Assault Horizon music and Demon Ex Machina music. It's some Kobayashi. I'm gonna say it's Keiji Kobayashi. But I might be a little off on that. Yeah, it doesn't look like a great dog snout yet, but... drawing that funny Christmas hat there already. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see, can I get these hands to come out okay? Let's see. Something like that. Let's move this this paw, or hand, not a hand, it's a leg, it's a dog. Let's move this as a hand a little bit lower, I think. Maybe a little bit more up, I don't know. There we go. And then let's get here right now. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. That was pretty quick, getting the basic sketch there. Wow. Let's try to get, I kind of do want to jump into doing that con fan art, but I kind of feel like I do need to do a little bit of practice in a long while, so I'm doing this little doggo picture today. I do have to wonder, like, it's no secret that when I did the con art last time, I started doing it. I wasn't, like, super thrilled with my handiwork then. It's not my best work, I feel like. I was kind of struggling. Part of it was because I was trying to figure out that perspective stuff, of course. Of course, like, that was a factor. But also, I wonder if because I skipped out on doing practice at the start, I, like, had more trouble getting started on, like, a blank picture like that. Like, if I had, like, actually put a bit of time into doing a piece like this, if I had actually, like, literally been the kind of warm-up I would have needed to, like, get into drawing better. Like, would my work have turned out a little bit better from the get-go if I had just been there. if I had been willing to do a little bit of practice first. I don't know. That's kind of what we're doing here a little bit, just to test, see if it turns out that way. I ate a rather hearty burger meal today, so I'm feeling a little bit sedated, but I can do it a little bit of art. Don't worry, everybody. There's the little nose of the terrier. Trying to draw a little bit of this brown splotch. Of course, I'm making it black and white, so I'm not going to go crazy on like colors and stuff, but do a little bit of color practice here. Kind of a black splotch there as well, and let's see, kind of like that. A bit of dark visible here as well on this kind of hook of the head. Actually, that make it a little bit too like sharp. Kind of a bit of a sharp shape there, but like nothing crazy. Also, there's another ear over there visible. Now let's see if I can. It's got like a little bit of like a little dots here. So let me see if I can't. There we go. This is kind of interesting because like it's got like white whiskers coming from here. Like, if I wanted to draw this with color, I'd like do like little white stripes there, like really like stand out. But I don't know if I can like do that well here. Ah, interesting. You know what? This is actually something I did wrong with this snout. It's definitely too short. I think it needs a little bit more length because this dog's jaw is gonna end up being a little too short. Interesting. I think that's a little closer. Oops. There I go again. Ooh, this one's gnarly. This is a Persona song again. Persona 5, Will Power. Actually, yeah, I'm surprised this kind of song in Persona 5. Persona 5 has like all jazzy music as far as I've heard. Curious. A little bit of shading here, I guess, for this brown bit. Yeah, it's got like browns, whites, and a little bit of black, this Jack Russell Terrier. So, kind of trying to get that there. Then we have the folds right here, folds of the neck. Ooh, my position on the arms is way wrong. This paw should be here. And this should go all the way down here, so let's move these down a little bit. Something like that is good. Their distance between each other and the paws is fine, I would say. Ooh, we're on the wrong layer, but I worked it out quickly, so no real harm happened there. Kind of interesting, like it's very hard to notice that it continues here onto this other paw. This limb. I don't know how to draw dogs. Are they called claws? I guess they're called claws. I guess dogs have claws as well. You don't really think about it that way, but yeah, dogs do have claws, I suppose. be a little thicker this part. So we'll just do like that. Yeah, there's a little tiny claw here, like a little back claw right there. And we gotta draw a little bit folds of skin here. Like so. I don't know if you can tell that it's Jack Russell from my picture. I don't know if I succeeded on that front, but... Ooh, what a jammer. Mystic Request, huh? From Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Neat. Good heroic music. Can't besmirch this. Nope. Alright. Oh yeah, let's go to the next limb. Yeah, I got the length about right. Like the kind of bend is right here. Damn, this hero music. I love it. Real strong, I like it. Ooh, maybe made that claw a little too big. This pupper doesn't have huge claws. Whoops! Sorry! Nope, nope. Dropped my stylus on top of my screen. Nothing that worse than that. There's a little less egregious right there. Kind of wrap, like kind of skin folds here as well on this hand. Actually, I call it a hand again. I'm silly. If I wanted to, I could like draw a little bit of the like shape of the fur. Actually, you can kind of see it here a little bit. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm liking this puppy. Yeah. Oh, forgot the cap here. Or the Christmas hat. Yeah, there we go. No, nothing terrible. Cool. Let's jump into the inking part. So far, we're doing great. Oh, I'll just save this at this point. Ooh, sorry, I'm gonna burp. I'm sorry. Oh, pardon me. Like I said, did eat just before dropping into stream. Any comments from viewers yet? Not looking like it. Oh well, that's fine. Wow, this song goes all over the place. It's kind of amazing. Like, in a good way, it goes all over the place. It's pretty wacky. I've never played Mystic Quest. It was like the Final Fantasy spin-off that sounded like, well, I didn't sound terrible, but it didn't sound like something that interested me. Yeah, at the time. If someone knows what Mystic Quest's like, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Alright. Gonna make this a little fluffy, you know? It's a nice fluffy Christmas hat, Santa hat. I don't know. I guess it's okay. I'm not sure what the vibe is on dressing animals up. Well, I know there's like clothes to like keep animals warm in like winter and stuff. Like put like a little body stocking thing on them. I guess those are fine. I assume so. I don't know, but like then like kind of like goofy party clothes on animals. I don't know what the vibe, how cool that is. It's not really the natural state of a dog to have a hat on, so yeah. Of course, like, in my mind, a hat on top of a dog's head isn't particularly egregious. I don't know, it's just a thing on its head. It looks like they're doing okay with the thing on here, so... Oh, hold on. Yeah, hold on. No, that's supposed to be, like, here. It kind of ends like this, and then you can see the other ear. That's what's going on here. Also, I think I kind of screwed up. I think you're supposed to see a little bit of the dog's back here, actually, but oh well. Not a nightmarish screw up. Alright, now stop it. Stop it, Minsk. This is the part where we need to make strong, bold lines. Not the kind of like, because that doesn't look good at the end product. I did it here to like make the hat look fluffy. That's what I was doing there. But otherwise, there's a little hair sticking out from here, so I tried to like... There's something like that there. I think this is Boot Hill Heroes, Jake Kaufman. I saw that was coming up. Certainly got like a Western vibe to it. Jake Kaufman, again, just killing it. Love his work. Gotta get these dots here. And he did Shovel Knight, obviously, was his big work. That was Jake Kaufman. It has to have been, right? That'd be crazy if it wasn't Jake Kaufman. That was like finest hour. Just a little bit of this brown shading on this doggo's face. Actually, this looks fine now that I do this for the brown part. Just gonna do that there to make it look much sharper. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible at all to me, I think. And these whiskers, I don't know. I'll put them there. Because they're shock white, the whiskers on the terrier in the picture, so I would have to be doing a color picture to really sell them properly, but and the vibe is kind of different when they're like the opposite of shock white, which is, you know, black. Okay. Ooh, jazzy. What am I talking? Nothing jazzy about that. Ooh, but this is ominous music. This was the Zangief's theme from Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha, I think. Very different vibe of his regular theme song. The do 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 do. You know, that's his regular theme song. Very cool. Why is it that everyone calls him... Oh, no, I see. Zangief didn't win. Interesting. This is from Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Huh. Okay, well, don't I look like an idiot? I just... No. I thought there was a vote going for Street Fighter, and it didn't actually win. Someone else voted for Shin Megami Tensei. Very good. Alright, then. But I guess while we're on the topic, why do people keep calling him Zangief when, like... He's very clearly called Zangief in, like, the game itself. Why does he end up being called Zangief, like, all the time? It's kind of baffling to me. I was, like, shocked when I played Street Fighter 4. Because in Street Fighter 4, you know, they don't say the person who wins the same way they say Street Fighter 5. Instead of, you know, Ken wins. Instead of that, it's like, you win. So, I didn't realize how Zangief's name was pronounced. I was happily assuming that it was Zangief, like everybody says it is. Until, you know, I beat arcade mode with Zangief, and then you get the, like, little cutscene story mode cutscene thing at the end, which for Zangief was him like wrestling. I think he was actually wrestling a bear in a wrestling ring, and then a kid in the audience is just like, "Wow, Zangief is so cool. Zangief's my favorite." And I remember being like, "Zangief? What in the heck is this Zangief business? What? I'm tilted." It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, I know what people mean when they say Zangief, so it's fine. And you know, as you can see, I keep slipping into Zangief as well, because it's like really ingrained in my mind. But like, apparently, no, that's not the correct way to say it. Another one like that is called Roald Dahl. Apparently, you know, Roald or Roald is a Norwegian name, and apparently that's how it was pronounced. Like everyone said his name in his time like that, or like in his family. They called him Roald Dahl. So, you know, Roald would be the correct way, but no one says Roald. It's always Roald. This is Skydeck Go-Go from Sonic Adventure. Oh yeah! Well, that was a quick practice. I think we're basically done with this doggo here. Yay. I guess if I wanted to, I could, you know, because the dog is laying on, like, some kind of sheet. So I guess if I wanted to, I could, like, try to, like, some of these sheet patterns here. I don't really know how to do these properly, so I'm just kind of like that. Go. I don't remember this song from Sonic Adventure. Apparently it plays in Sky Deck, but I don't really remember. I seem to recall the Sky Deck was that. I can swear that was the song that plays. Maybe that's the final egg level, actually, now that I think about it, so never mind. But you guys, you know, people who have played Sonic Adventure, you know the song I'm thinking of. The bow, 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 da 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 da. Yo, wait, this song. Hold on, what's this song? Reset music from Okami. Wow! Wow! So this plays in the credits of WVGC... No, what is it? WVGCW Genesis. This is the credits theme music in that. I never know what that song is that plays there, but it's apparently the reset music from Okami. Alright. God damn. Learn something new every day, yay. That freaking opening line, just like, I know this song. Crazy if we get the BWA credits music as well today, because I also don't know what that is. I would definitely recognize it if it played. So let's fingers crossed, like insanity would happen today and that would come out. Yeah, I didn't do a great job on the folds. Like, you can't really tell that he's laying on a blanket or anything. It's just random shapes in the background that I ended up putting here. Yeah. Wait, there's nothing coming. There we go. Wow. And now it's like super aggressive. Wow, what the heck? You crazy thing. Okay. But I like this doggo, that picture that I made. So, yeah, happy with this. The dog itself, I'm pretty happy with that picture I got made. A cute little pupper. Groovy. Well, it's only been a half an hour, but should I take a quick break before going into the can picture? Might be worth it rather than just starting it right away. Take a quick break. I could use a quick breather. But now I feel properly warmed up. definitely. Let's see if we can make that card picture work after I was struggling somewhat last time. Yeah, let me just... New layer, and I will just put here. On break. Back in 5 minutes. So, yeah, let's all take a quick breather, guys. A little early today, sometimes it goes like that, and then we are going to jump in. Oh, by the way, let's quickly turn off these other layers. Yeah, still looks pretty good, that doggo. Yeah. We'll jump in back to the con art once I'm back in like 5-10 minutes. Just a big quick breather. So catch you all then. Alright, stay safe and see you in a moment. Okay, back in action, everybody. Welcome back. Here's that pupper one last time with all the lines removed. The bottom lines. Yay. Now let's open up. Picture of Can that we were working on. Let's get into it. Can I still make this picture work? Or will it be doomed to be kind of obnoxious? I don't know. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I think right away I can call out something. Is this the... This is the right layer. Good. I forgot my own layers. Fix this up a little bit. Just make this one a little more direct. What jammer of a song this is, huh? Interesting. Now, I was looking at this picture trying to work out, and I was trying to think what's some of the problems wrong with it. I definitely think Khan should be bigger compared to the environments I've drawn. I feel like he should be like a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna try out. See what that looks like. I think that's better, because I was thinking, like, you know, metro, like actually subway car you're in, like, you would, like, reach over the, like, rim of the seat you're, like, by, and, you would be able to, like, reach by hand the guardrail, not guardrail, I'd say that again, the freaking handrail at the top, right? You could totally reach those, so this is, like, completely wrong, this idea that, he's that short that he can't reach it. So let's make him a little bit bigger, as we just did. I think that's a better scale. There's my AK. I'll have to take another look at what the AK looks like, just in case that I get this right, but... yeah, because that's a really lazy redone AK there, right there. Look at this, how straight it all is. That's a little bit better. I'll think about it though. Yeah. Not the greatest work there either. Now the other thing I was thinking, now that I look at it, I think his hand's okay. I think the pose of his hand is about okay. I think that's fine. It's the legs I'm still struggling with, like, did I get them right? Like, he's like kind of sneaking forwards, crossing this spilled over briefcase. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Yikes. Oh, sorry, everybody. Let me put on my... Yeah, I should actually... It's getting a little colder here in Finland, so let me actually put on my... Let me put on my sweater there. Just a second, everybody. Yeah, it's been getting colder and colder here lately. I don't mind it. It's nice. We haven't had a wintry holiday season in a couple of years now, at least. So I wouldn't mind a wintry season for December this time. But yeah, gotta watch that I don't get myself frozen over. Now, this leg, I think it should be maybe twisted a little bit more this way. So let me first do like a really baboon-ass thing here, and we'll just like... here is the invert selected area. What? No? Invert, please. nothing happened. What the fuck? Why does his foot look so weird there? Oh, because I grabbed some of this right here, I see, but I've enlarged him. Yeah, why am I having such trouble always with the invert tool? What the heck? Oh, that's what inverts selected area. It inverts them. Yeah, okay. So let's close that. No, okay. Yikes! Didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Flip horizontal. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That doesn't actually look too terrible of a pose if he's like kind of sneaking over. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad of a pose. Actually, so let's go with that, although... Yeah, hold on, it's transformed. Gotta be careful that I, because the suitcase is getting a little flipped here, so... Okay, something like that, I guess. Yeah, the problem is that, like, all the line art beneath is visible, so it's, like, a little hard to tell. It's kind of a mess here. Trying to tell what the frick is going on here. Oh, that's... Why did I pick a paintbrush tool? That's silly of me. So, yeah, I guess... I wonder if his foot's just a little bit too ginger here, so I wonder if... No, I don't know. I kind of like it like this. But I'm gonna have to like remove, yeah, gonna have to remove a bunch of this foot visible there behind. There we go. It's funny, like immediately I'm feeling a little bit better about this picture now that I did like this. I'm still not super thrilled. I don't know. I tried to do his face like it's not my best work still, but it feels a little, I don't know, a little lifeless, a little lacking in personality, this picture, but well, let's pull up, because I don't have a picture right now, let's pull up a picture of Khan again so I can try and get him right. Khan. Metro. Let's look at this render here of the characters. We can get his feet to work a little better. Hey, finally, wow, I actually found a really good picture of him that I wasn't using last time. Now I feel a little embarrassed that I didn't have this as a reference previously. Damn. Oh, interesting. He has... Okay, he's... They're not just moccasins, they're like straight up boots he's wearing. Let's But the sleeve of one of his pants is over the other one, so that's why I couldn't tell. Okay, let's see if I can do... See if I can do this then. This is... Hey, this is kind of cool. Still kind of like a moccasin there, but... It's still like a moccasin, but it's like a moccasin boot. It's got like this kind of hatchback bit here. Very cool, very cool. Glad I found this picture here to help me out a little bit in understanding what he's supposed to look like. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling the picture a little bit more now. We'll see if I can, once I start like inking, if it'll be even better then. Like if I can still like be happy with the finished product once I get to work on that. Got the moccasin edge there a little bit. There we go. Alright. I like that more, yeah, I like that more than the weird twist I was doing previously. And I wonder if his face should be a little bit thicker. Like that, maybe he's looking a little too sallow-faced here, I feel like. I don't know. Now then, let's, What is this song? This song's amazing. Party in the Clouds. Once again, Jake Kaufman. This is from one of the Adventure Time games. Cool. I gotta remember this one. This one's sick. Party in the Clouds, huh? Yeah, I'm jamming this tune. Loving it. I wonder what this was that I drew here last time. What the heck is that shape supposed to be? I don't know. It's fine. Maybe just more of his like shawl thing. I don't know what that part is. Huh. Let's get rid of that. What the heck? Learn what that's supposed to be. There we go. That's more, I guess. I don't know. By the way, the freaking render I was using of Khan previously, very different from this one that's an actual screenshot from the game, so I think some of these details are a little bit wrong. Oops. Oh well. Okay, let's wrap up by doing these doing some of this more of his Metro background here, the subway here. fairly intact, I guess. Like that, I guess. And then I guess this window should be really busted up, huh? There it is, like all shattered and stuff. How's that look? And then darkness outside. I might give the brush tool a go. Maybe try to sell some of this darkness. I don't know. I don't know. Do subways all have like a little shelf for your like luggage and stuff? I guess I should draw like some kind of shelf up here. Ooh, what is this mysterious music right now? It's spooking me. Why am I so terrible at drawing straight lines today? Okay. They don't need to be super straight at this point, as long as when I... Oh my god, look at that. Line confidence, that's what that's called. Hell no. Trying to kind of shelf here for like... Draw some like luggage that's been left there over the ages, and let's do another spider web there. I don't know how to draw spider webs. Freaking I'll try to like do them with like a really like thin brush once it's time to draw them in, or really thin pen. Sorry. This is from RuneScape apparently. Didn't realize there's some evocative music like this in RuneScape. Very cool. Another quick drink there. Yeah. Have we had any guests today watching yet? No comments, at least. That's too bad. Now, so here's the edge of the roof. There would be a door over there. Something like that, and here would be like the light. Let's say it's smashed. See the little lights in there. There we go. Oh no, that was me being a little too hasty. Now it's definitely should be a little bit more like that. The way the lights run on the roof, and of course much straighter. much straighter. Like yikes. Like, something like that. Okay, let's get back up. Yeah, okay. I think it's all right. I think the picture is all right for the moment, I'd say. I don't know what you guys think. But I think we can make this work. So, yeah. Just put some floor lines there. Why the heck not? Ooh, that's a funky synth right there. I dig it. I dig it. All right. Ooh, I think still be a little bit more like thereabouts, I guess. Got the light on the roof. I think we can start to work on inking, shall we? Let's go into that. Let me just pull up Khan's face. It does help to actually have a picture, even when you're inking, because, like, kind of gives you an idea of what the florg I'm doing. Let's just, yeah, I'm jumping like boots first into this one. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Maybe that's a little too much. Oh no, I forgot to switch layers again, didn't I? Arg! Not to worry, because I only barely started, so I can do this. Such trouble doing eyes to be symmetrical. But, oh well. Let's see if I can make his beard work. Maybe it's a little too, because he's quite gray-haired, so thin it just a little bit, I guess. Of course, here he has his dangly beard bit. We'll just draw that right there. Something like that. Let's draw his floofy jacket. He's got a lovely jacket. I have to say, I love his woolen jacket here. I like that, I guess. And let's carry it on, shall we? There we go. And once again, because like kind of like that Jack Russell Terrier, I'm doing like a bit of a floofy pattern here. Because this, like I'm doing a little bit more choppy with the line art because it's supposed to be like a floofy edge of a coat, so now let's freaking change up a little bit here because I now see the actual proper art here. He's got like a pair of good old 90s Rob Liefeld pouches here. So we'll just do those there. That's actually what he's rocking in his character model in the game here, so that's what I'm gonna put here. Okay. Instead of like what looked to be like shotgun slugs that were in that, like the model I was looking at wasn't like, it was some fan-made model as well, which is actually fine, honestly. It was a really good, well-done rendered model, but clearly the person had decided to do some artistic license there. Honestly, I'm kind of doing myself because I think this was something I came up myself, kind of. Like it looked like he had a knife here on his belt here. I don't know if he actually does, but like it's not super out of character for him to have a survival knife there, so I'm gonna put that there. Bit of folds in the jacket here. It's got a cool leather jacket that I'm trying to do an okay job with. Then another nice floofy cuff here. All right. Kind of interesting patterns on his shawl, his scarf, his head scarf. Trying to just make some patterns there. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if this looks like him that much now. I guess I'll just clean up that corner there. Sorry, I'm really quiet again for a minute because I'm trying to like get that eye kind of working. I think we'll go with that. Okay, I think it's starting to kind of look like him, so I think it's fine. Although, more appropriate to be kind of like this. And I wonder if I made his head a little too big, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I'm trying to look at this and I'm trying to figure out, did I make it a little too big? I'm not sure. Let's see. One, two. Okay. One. I think it's about the right size. We'll let it be for now, and I'll shrink it down towards the end if I have to. But now let's just focus on this rest of the art here. Let's add a little pearl there, because these prayer beads, these prayer ropes can have little beads in them, so let's add a couple there, just for hexes. Okay. Know if I got the shape of that rope there right. Yeah, it's not terrible, I don't think. This is some StarCraft 2 music, huh? Okay, cool. How's folks liking so far? Don't see any comments. That's fine. But if anyone is watching this on the VOD, and how do you think? How have I managed to turn this around, make this picture work? I'm happy. I'm happy I'm sticking to this. I like I have been clear. I was trying to stay positive last time, but it was a little hard because the freaking line art I had gotten done last time was... I thought it was a little grody, so, So I'm happy that I managed to at least get it to work this much. You know? This could have gone worse, this project, so... I think, yeah, doing this to the leg really made it work better. I don't know. I think he's still got that energy of he's like creeping forwards, but I think that it looks less weirdly spread-eagled if you gain my vibe. Alright, how's that look? I think it looks alright. Try to get his like little shawl going here as well. Kind of get the idea of that he's got wrapped around his body. You know what? Let's be really aggressive with the inside of his coat here. How about that? I think that actually works pretty well, contrasting there a little bit, I'd say. So we'll do that. Yeah? Yeah. So here I'm trying to like sell the floofiness. He's got like floofy pants that are being tied down by his rather tightly wound what the heck is it called? Knee guard. There we go. Wow. Words were failing me. Words fail. I'm not feeling this pant leg here actually too much. Let's see. Okay, I think that works a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, this isn't terrible, I don't think. The shoe. Just gotta get those nice cross stitches there. Yeah, that looks fine. Oh, that part could be a little higher though. Something like that, I think. Yeah, I think that looks better like that. La la la. Yeah. Trying to do a little bit of the other shoe there, or not shoe, other foot there, other leg. Ooh, should I be free-handing this briefcase? I don't know. This briefcase could have probably benefited from me using line tools. No. And no one's gonna look at it too closely. It's just a briefcase. Right? I hope so. Spilled out papers there from the briefcase. Yeah. I better look up again what an AK-47 looked like as well, because that's a grody version I've done there as a basic sketch. Hi. No! I think it should be more like that, actually. Like, yeah. The whole body should be a little bit tighter there, I think. Yeah. Got a weirdly thick lower body there. He's not that thick a kid. Our dear Khan here, so... Let's see. What was I doing here with this hand? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Now, would the stock be about here? I think it would actually be, yeah. I think, yeah, his hand would be coming out from under there instead. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's now let's do a little bit of line tool here, so... maybe thickness 2. And a little bit like that. Ooh. This is an interesting song. What is this? This is certainly something. What is this jam? I'm gonna look that up real quick. This is Sogno di Rosa Eterno from Pink Sweets. No idea, never heard of that, no clue, but it's a cool jam. I don't hate this. Any comments yet? Nope. No comments yet. That's fine. Cool. I just gotta always check, you know, guys. I'd hate if I, like, missed a comment just when someone was, like, you know, just as someone left a comment finally on the channel, like I would be there missing it. Like, you know, that would suck. There we go. I'm gonna do a little bit here, and I left these corners a little like this so I could round them out. You know, no. Make it a little bit, you know. So it's not that so that it's not that sharp. Like, it wouldn't be very comfortable if it was that sharp, you know? The rail that you hold on to. Oof. No, that's not very parallel at all now, is it? I don't think so. Not very Cash Money parallel of you. There we go. Yeah, I gotta work on that shoe a little bit there. Let's get that nice kind of moccasin-like bead going there. we go. Yeah, yeah. I'm liking that a lot. Yeah. Ooh, shit. What is this now? This is some Capcom thing, right? This is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Is that the... That's not the X-Men fighting game that came out before Street Fighter vs. X-Men, right? I don't think so. That's X-Men Children of the Atom, I think, is a fighting game. So what is Mutant Apocalypse then? No clue. Sorry. I know what X-Men is, but don't recognize this right away. I'm gonna go get something to drink again. I'm out of drink right now. I'm gonna do a little bit longer here, I think. A little bit more. I think I'll close out soon, but we'll do a little bit more because I'm having a good groove here. So why the heck stop now? Yeah. So I'll be. Give me a minute. I'll get something to drink, and I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, good to go again, everybody. Oh, ate such salty, greasy food today. I'm constantly thirsty. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess, well, I gotta finish this AK. Okay, let's not jump around too much. Gotta finish this AK. So stripe there. I mean, not much to finish here, obviously, but you know, a little bit like here, like that. There we go. Not really know what I'm doing with the hand there, so unfortunately that one I'm a little bit unsure of, but oh well. I didn't really sell those pearls there too well. Let me give another go at those. Okay, that looks a little better. There we go. Okay, then let's do some of this right here. Hold on, I want this to like bend, so like that, I guess. This is some ambient music from the Big Shell in Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, I guess, I wonder if this is ambient or if this is something that plays in like some of those like codec calls. Kind of heatings music of that sort. Don't know. Oh well. Ooh, better not do this freehand. Look at this, such a long part. Wouldn't have done a great job there. Nope. So just do that. There we go. That's pretty good. Wow, that's cool. The freaking MGS theme. kind of coming in there as a little leitmotif. The plagiarized one, yes, of course, we've mentioned it. We've talked about it plenty of times here. I saw funny comments. People were like that it should have been like in it should have been one of the like music you find in Phantom Pain. Should have been the actual song from the movie The Winter Road. That is the MGS theme song. A bit kind of clever, but yeah. Guess it wasn't happening. Draw a little spine there, and then this shitty clothing. By shitty, I mean it's like, you know, torn to pieces. Kind of see the bone there, and then like comes out from there the Ken's doing an alright job drawing a skeleton. I don't really know. Like I said, not sure how to do that. Really kind of freehanding this right now, just like, I don't know, let's make a skeleton. Honestly, like, you know, since the picture's supposed to be about Khan, I shouldn't be like going too hard on the details outside of him. Obviously, they serve to punctuate the scene. Like, I'm not saying that this isn't important, but like, you don't want to like draw too much attention to like stuff that isn't Khan himself. So like me kind of like slapdashing this a little bit. Probably okay, I'd say. There we go. Wonder if I could finish the line art today, because like I said, I'm not going too hard on the details of the background. Like I'm going to some extent to like sell this shit, but like, you know, I'm doing this fairly quickly, so I wonder if I could actually just like finish this. I mean, everyone, like, look, you can make out that it's a skeleton, right? That's like, you know, this dead body here is a long dead skeleton from the moments that the attack on Moscow happened. The bombs fell on Moscow, and now they're all skeletonized, the victims after all the years. There we go. What else? Right, the window. From the windows to the walls. Till the line art makes me crawl. I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, do something here that makes sense. I don't know. It's gotta be like, you know, it's smashed in because, like, the years have been unkind to stuff in the metro. Only like that. Hey, Atrian Odyssey Untold. Great music. Wish these A-Train Odyssey games would get a port soon as well. It's kind of my dream. Okay, well, you know what? Now we can see right here. This line should actually be more like this. So let's clean that shit up. Ooh, I put the line on the wrong layer. Ah! So I was about to start moving around other stuff here, but I want to... Yeah, I think the perspective actually calls for it to be more like this one. The window. The window's the issue here, not the... although, I guess... A little bit more like that, I guess. I think that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking like this wasn't exactly the right direction, this rail here. Call it a rail again. Ah, you know what I mean. It's the freaking hand-holdy bit on a subway. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong tool. I guess I could be using the elliptical tool to make these curves, right? Rather than freehanding them. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's see. So then we come to this part. This, speaking of terrible lines that I drew. This whole shelf right here. Okay. Yeah, it looks alright. Just gonna erase these parts. Still have the line tool like a dumb idiot. All the RPG greats coming out today. This one, of course, is Golden Sun. Yay! Never played the Golden Sun games either. I know they're very beloved. I think they did a speed run of this at the recent GDQ, and it was really look forward to that slot. People were going really hyped for that part. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this one's not even. No, look at the lines again. Like, this one should be reaching, like, all the way here. That's more like it. Yeah, see, because they were nowhere near even. That was silly of me. Duffel bag. Put a duffel bag up on the shelf, I guess. Before the world was destroyed. So one goes. Yeah. Gotta do those cobwebs in a moment as well, but first let's try and finish this. Freehanding at this point because I'm so far, it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, sure. Something like that, I guess. Not too miffed about that part. Like, if we zoom out, like... Oops. Up, zoom out. Yeah, whatever, the background, whatever, sure, fine. Good, everything good. Yeah, I'm liking this picture at the moment. I'm actually... Okay, I'm not like... It's not my favorite work, like I said. It is nowhere near one of the best work I've done. Oops. Daisy. Let's use an elliptical dual for this. It's a bit of a weird perspective, but... Nah, whatever. Like that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I guess, you know... It's still like I'm fairly happy with how this is coming out here, even if it's not my best work. Like, I think I managed to salvage what I was working on last time, you know, in a decent fashion, so I can't really ask for all that much more, honestly. It's decent. I wonder if I tried to do a little bit of this. Wow, that's not gonna work. Let's fucking back the F up, first of all. Yeah. Let's back the F up. Well, first let's finish the cobwebs at least, and let's make our own layer for, if I'm gonna do a little bit of like painting here, you know, something I've never done before. So that's gonna be really risky. But let's finish these cobwebs that I was drawing here. Do my best on that front as well. Oops, I left the color on that weird gray because I was like, let me see if I can draw shadows with that. And it looks like a cobweb. Ooh, let's do one thing as a test. Let's turn off the other layers. That's the wrong button for turning off the layers, I'm an idiot. Yeah, well, I like it. It's not nothing too terrible, I wouldn't say. Whoa. I'm just doing this now. I was gonna try to use the paint tool. It's far too thick. How do you get like a really like watery paint look? Out of curiosity. Yeah, it's actually a little bit more like it. This one should be really like kind of... I think this one, Paint Baby isn't the greatest for like this part. Round mixing brush. Okay, that's kind of decent. let's do one more pass. I don't think this should be. I don't think this should be. This should be like pretty. Should just kind of be like this, honestly. No, I don't know yet about that. Even darkness out there. No, I'm not liking. I don't know how to. Whoa! 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 Oh shit! I did this on the same layer as the line art. Oh god, we gotta really undo this. Oh my god, that's embarrassing on my part. Okay. This is why I should have been saving earlier. Undo. I'm such a goofy goober. Okay, that's, I think, all the shadows from there. Now we just gotta clean up this window. Oy, oy, oy. This window I can just clean up like this. Nothing too bad, I'd say. Oh boy. Damn. I deserve a reaming for that one. Embarrassing move right there. Well, I've done really long today, so I think this might be a good time to call it. I will still experiment with doing, like, painting the kind of shadows and darkness and shit in this picture a little bit. And I will, I think I'll put the final picture on DeviantArt once I'm done. So I'm not going to do that on camera because it's not that interesting. It's not going to take very long. So, look for this picture to be on DeviantArt in the near future. For now, I'm gonna call it here. This was enjoyable. I'm glad, like I said, that I could salvage the picture today. That was enjoyable. Hopefully I can get some kind of dark shading effect to, like, kind of sell this a little bit before I upload the picture. If not, I'll just put it like this. It'll be fine like this, too. But this was enjoyable. Thank you, everybody. If you caught this live, thank you. Oh look, we did get a chat message, and it is from a spammer trying to sell something to me. How do I? Let's put you on a timeout. There we go. Not interested in, like, being sold crap. Very good. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, so if you were watching this live, thank you. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you. If you're looking up the original picture on DeviantArt, thank you as well. I hope it turned out okay-ish. My struggle attempts to draw Khan and try to get it a little different than just a person standing in a void didn't work out perfectly, but it's okay. That's okay. So yeah. Don't know when our next stream is gonna be. I'm thinking something for the holiday season. Something, you know, I do have like a special kind of let's just chill out for the New Year's video on YouTube. Normally, I'm debating doing a stream this time rather than just a video, but we'll see. Anyway, this has been a pleasure. Catch you all in the future. Bye-bye!